What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today, Geekdom and I, I'm going to be discussing some Dragon Ball Super theories based around Goku Black once again. Now, the biggest question, and by the way, before you watch this, if you're not caught up to episode 52 of Super,
go watch
that first. Yeah, go watch that first, then come back here and discuss with us these possible ideas of who Black might be. Now, we don't know who Black is. Everybody's asking, who is Black? Why is he killing everybody? Why is he just being an asshole? You know, what is going on with this character? What's the story? And we'll find out actually in exactly 2 weeks. Now,
actually, I just want to say I don't think we're going to find out in episode 53. I think it's a cliffhanger, red herring. I think they're going to make us think we're going to find out, but we're not really going to find out. Watch.
I don't know.
Watch.
I feel like we might find out only because they were going to Universe 10 in the last episode. And unless they're flying for the entire episode, it only makes sense to kind of reveal who he is, or more of an idea of who he is in the next episode.
Well, they're going to fight Zamasu. Here's my prediction. They're going to fight Zamasu, and they're going to think that he has something to do with it, but it's not going to be him. It's going to be a red herring. It's going to be it's going to be somebody else. That's my prediction because, well, Herm's already kind of spoiled it a little bit with the V-Jump preview that we're going to find out that they think it's Zamasu, but there's not enough evidence to prove that it's Zamasu, so it might not be Zamasu.
Well, I have a really good theory, and I did not tell you what this is yet. I just told you off camera that I have a good theory, and I'm going to get your reaction live. So we'll talk about the two theories about Black in a couple seconds, but first to kind of break down Black, we know a couple things. We know mainly that he is from a higher realm, so obviously he's some sort of Kaioshin. We've been talking about that he could possibly be a Kaioshin, which is just basically an evil Kaioshin, who is just evil, duh. And he sees lower life forms as a life form that should be exterminated. In this case,
he sees human beings as failures of the gods. Ningen, all human beings, not just Earthlings, anything that's human. Rikum, Jace Birder, these are all Ningen. Chikujin means Earthling. Ningen means all humans. So he thinks that humans, kind of right. No, he thinks that all humans are failures of the gods, and
he wants to bring balance. He wants to remove that disgusting part of the world, of the universes, and clean it up, essentially.
Yeah, which
we've
is
seen.
Weird.
He did say he was doing this for justice, and everybody might see justice their own way, and this explains to why he wants to get rid of humans. I mean, let's be real now. Humans are pretty destructive, not just the ones that live on Earth, but I'm talking about the ones across the universes. You know, that's probably why he sees them as failures, and while the gods may shun them, he is out to get them.
Maybe he's mad because the Universe 6 Earthlings destroyed their world, and that's what got him so mad.
I mean, it could be possible. Who knows?
I mean, that would be great. Maybe that's how Champa comes back. Ooh.
Yeah, I hope so. I want to see Champa come back.
Me too.
Now, we do know that, according to Beerus and Whis, the key is very similar to something they felt in a different universe.
Yes.
In Universe 10. And Zamasu, who is an apprentice Kai in Universe 10, has a very similar key to him. Now, Geekdom, I'm about to blow your mind. Okay? Now, there's two theories I came up with. The first one, I'll just kind of toss out there because I think this one is just one worth talking about, but it's not very, very likely this is actually true. Talk. First theory on toss out is that Black is actually a rogue apprentice that was training with Zamasu to become a Kaioshin that went evil. At some point while they're training, he decided, you know what, I'm better than this. Humans suck. I'm going to go steal this time ring and just go cause havoc across the timelines, the universe, or whatever. Now, I don't know exactly what time period Black is from. We don't know if he's actually from the future or if he is from the past, who traveled in the future or any of that. That's one of those things we'll find out later. But the first possible theory to toss out is that he is possibly someone who was training with Zamasu to become a Kaioshin and then went completely rogue, stole a ring, and now he's just being kind of a douche across the universe.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's very possible. Now, I did want to also explain and clarify about the whole apprentice thing. Because we never saw in Dragon Ball Z or in Super yet, we've never seen the Kaioshin at their peak with the exception of that flashback in the anime when Buu was wiping them all out. And as far as we knew, there were only those 5 Kais. I guess in Universe 10, they have like apprentices. Now, just to clear the record, Kibito...
I do want to toss one thing out real fast. What Supreme Kai is in Universe 7, he could have been the Zamasu before Elder Kai took over.
He could have been. That's possible, absolutely. But I didn't want to clarify that Kibito was not an apprentice; he was an assistant.
An attendant.
This is so I'm guessing that Zamasu is the apprentice, and that other Kai we saw in the next episode preview is like the older one, and I guess he's gonna get him ready to take his spot. I mean, that could be the case.
Right.
And maybe you're right. Maybe Black was either his apprentice from Universe 10, or maybe he's the apprentice maybe he's from Universe 3, which is the mirror universe, an apprentice there. It is possible. The question to me is not just, here's the thing, it's not just who is Black, it's also why he has such a beef with humans.
Wait,
like,
I will tell you right now, because this theory has literally the hair standing up in the back of my neck right now.
Oh, and you know it'll probably be better than what actually it is.
You're actually I feel like I've called this, and save this video, folks. I want you guys to come back here in exactly 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and basically see if I called it. But let me ask you a question. What is the one thing that Kami had to do before he became Guardian of Earth?
Expel all his evil out.
And what happened then?
The evil became Piccolo Daimao. Demon King Piccolo.
What if that's what Black is? Black is the pure evil form in Zamasu, expelled out of the body, so Zamasu could become a Kaioshin.
Well, number one...
Bam!
Number one, that's a good theory, but I don't want to burst your bubble, but one of my commenters already brought that up. I'm just letting you know that somebody in my comment section did bring that up.
What'd they say? I want to know.
The same thing you said, that what if Black is the expelled evil from Zamasu?
Because what I think could happen is okay, so we know if you take 2 Patera earrings and put it on 2 bodies, you can actually get together and become one. Now, while we know when Kami did it, he split himself into 2 just because, I don't know, Namekians are kind of weird and they can do that. What I think happened here is using the Patera earrings. As a Kaioshin, they probably know the better secrets behind them. Using the Patera earrings, he split himself into 2, created all the evil that is one, because we know that Black is completely evil. You can see it in his aura, you can see it by his abilities. You know, he's obviously powerful, and based on his aura, you can tell he's purely evil. So what I think actually happened here is, while Zamasu was training to become the next Kaioshin of Universe 10, what happened is he had to expel that evil because he probably had the same issues that Kami had. He expelled it, created a second form.
And just to add to what you're saying, we did find out in the Herms teaser preview that Zamasu also does not like humans.
Right. So what I think happened is the reason why Zamasu has a similar key, because Piccolo and Kami, who had similar key, it's the only thing that I can think about here. So yes, technically in a way, Goku Black is a Kaioshin because it's an evil Kai, but it's more of the pure evil.
You think that Zamasu expelled all of his evil and then it became Black? And that's not the first time we've seen that, because Majin Buu did the same thing. All of his evil was expelled and it created its physical manifestation.
Yes. So what I think happened is during the process of the expelling, I'm pretty sure they were just going to have like a plan B, like, oh yeah, we're just going to expel this and we're just going to go ahead and toss him into, like, you know, we'll steal him or something. But in the process of that happening, he somehow, and we still don't know why he's in Goku's body.
That's the big mystery,
That's the big mystery, yeah.
And how does he know Beer? I mean, that one makes sense, but how does he know who Vegeta is? What about that one?
That's a good question. Well, I feel like if it is Goku's body that he took,
the memories, you think?
He would have the memories, yes.
Yeah.
And obviously he should know who Beerus and Whis are, because if he's a Kaioshin, you know, all the gods kind of know each other. They're like homies. So what I think happened here is when he got expelled, somehow he got a body, whether it was his original body or he stole Goku's body, but he had a body. He stole a ring and escaped into the future, because we know that the rings can go into the future, not into the past. He jumped to the future, and now he's just basically there. But then again, the question will be, is why is he trapped in the future? Because we obviously saw him get sent back to the future when he went to the past. So obviously we don't know everything in regards to what Black is, but the best theory I can think of right now, the one that makes the most sense to me, is the fact that, you know, we're going back to the Dragon Ball era, where it's Kami and Piccolo being split into 2, so Kami can become the Guardian. Zamasu here wants to be the next Kaioshin. In the process of it, he created this evil form that got, I don't know, that escaped, ran away, fought his way through. I don't know. He did something.
Well, it could be that, or I'll tell you another theory that goes along with that, what you're talking about. Have you ever read, or are you familiar with the Onslaught storyline in Marvel Comics?
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay, then you know what I'm talking about. Well, for those of the people out there watching the video who don't know, essentially what happened was Magneto went crazy and Professor Xavier went into his brain and shut his brain off. Just literally turned his brain off because of how crazy Magneto went. What happened was that during that brain shutdown, it's weird. In the astral plane of Marvel, what happened was that anger that Magneto had for humans combined with Professor X's, I guess, with the astral plane inside of his brain, and it consumed Professor X, and it became a physical manifestation of all that anger, and it actually ripped a hole in the space-time continuum to where he could cross over from the astral world into our world. It's
yes.
kind of, comics are complex, Dragon Ball is no different. So it could be possible that Black, and it's funny because when you look at Onslaught's like astral form, it looks like Black's like weird shadow form. Like there's a lot of similarities here. Could Toriyama be borrowing from the Onslaught storyline? And of course, those of you who remember Onslaught will remember that. And if you played Marvel vs. Capcom, you know he's the final boss. You'll remember that this guy's almost impossible to kill, and maybe Black will be that tough too.
Dude,
but yeah,
I remember when I would unlock Onslaught in the PS2 days or PS1 days on the original Marvel vs. Capcom, and I would just use him against my friends. Just be cheap, yeah.
Dude, Onslaught was so awesome,
form?
though.
Yeah.
The giant form, yeah. Dude, I love those games. But yeah, I'm just saying that that there are similarities here. Like, for all we know, maybe maybe you're right. Maybe Black is like all of that anger he has towards humans. But then we're gonna need some real development about why Zamasu hates humans. I mean, who knows? Maybe in Universe 10's quote Earth, maybe it's not really Earth. Maybe it's wherever the humans live. Maybe they did something to him.
Humanoids, yeah. Earthlings.
Ningen, yeah. So yes. Who knows? There might be a whole backstory here that we don't even know about. I'm still waiting to go to Planet Sadal. When's that going to happen?
Right.
Yeah.
So but for now, I want to toss my theory out on Zamasu being actually that side of, or Black being that side of Zamasu, the evil form. And to see what people think. So
yeah, personally, I like your theory. I just don't know if they're going to go through that again, because that would be the third time they've done something like this, and I don't know if they're going to retread that. That's the only
knowing
thing.
Toriyama, I won't be surprised. But the only question is why Goku's body and how? Because this is Universe 10. Did he escape to Universe 7, steal his body, soul thing? I don't know. How? Like maybe he jumped in the future and then he got the body there somehow,
or maybe they cast him. I'm spitballing. Maybe when they cast him out of Zamasu's body, maybe that physical or that shadow figure or whatever, I don't know, somehow was cast out of Universe 10 into Universe 7 and wound up he needed a body to host, and he could only find a dead body. Maybe he just happened to find Goku's. I don't know. Who knows? There's just too many unanswered questions.
Yeah. I mean,
because Universe 10 seems far away.
We don't know. We do know another thing. Excuse me. Black is obviously very talented at fighting, and so is Zamasu. So the fact that Black was able to imprint and embed Goku's fight style just from fighting him one time shows that he's talented. And from the next episode preview, we see that even though Zamasu might not be stronger than Goku, he has really superior martial arts skills where he was able to keep up fighting him. So
yeah,
I don't know. All this evidence just fits right now, and I wanted to make this video right now to see what everybody thinks. So in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts on the idea that Zamasu basically, or not Zamasu, I keep saying Zamasu, that Black is the evil side of Zamasu that was expelled in order for him to become a Kaioshin in training or whatever. And if you have better theories, anything else that can connect the dots, feel free to share down below.
Yes, definitely. And I will say this. I like your idea, but I will say this. I don't think we're going to find out his true identity in episode 53. I'm pretty sure it's going to be I think it's a bait. It's a bait and switch. I'm telling you, it's a bait and switch. They're going to make us think that Zamasu is involved, but we're not going to find out in that episode. I think we're going to find out maybe episode 55, 56. I think they're still going to string us along. Just remember, these episode titles are not always... I mean, remember Vegeta's mutation. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah, never forget that.
These titles are not always the truth.
Now, one last thing I want to point out before we end this video. Don't forget that next week on July, I'm going to say the 24th, no episode?
No. I know.
No episode. Yes.
No episode. Yeah, I know.
So the next episode
I'm not happy about that.
Yeah. The next episode is going to air is going to be July 31st. So we have basically the next 10, 12, 11 days, 9 days, whatever time period is left when you see this video to figure out our best theories in Zamasu. And then hopefully we'll get the answers in 53. If not, 54, 55, 56 in the next couple weeks, they will have a better solution for us. But for now, discuss down below. And of course, if you're having fun so far, if you enjoyed these videos, like super all that good stuff, make sure you punch that like button right in the balls. And I guess, Geekdom, let's dive into the comment section below and see what people are saying now. Shall we?
Yes.
Let's do it. Until next time, guys.